All right, so here we are back with Adam, the crystal grid maker, and here is what he has created today. We'll give you the bird's eye view of everything going on here. I'll give you the rundown of the crystals. All right, Adam, so here in the left-hand corner we've got apophyllite. What does apophyllite do for you?
Apophyllite is love energy. It flows with love energy. As you can see in this message, love energy signals not just from well, actually, I should probably explain how this system works. Okay, these three rocks are like the power creators. And like all of these are made out of power, but it keeps on going forward and then they charge up again. Like these three go into this rock, which go into this rock and this rock. Then those go to this rock, and then to this rock, to this rock. This is the most powerful rock. It signals to all these, so when you get near it, it sends love energy to you. And also this signals to this for love energy as well, because you can put your index finger right here, your thumb right here, your middle finger right there, your ring finger right there, and your pinky finger right there. Then those get love into you, but these also help to signal to love energy here too.
So what does that chunk of amethyst with some still bright on it, what does that do?
Well, it's a miniature version of that. Well, you see these white, those rocks? I always forget those
Still
names.
bright.
Still bright. Those are like bubbles. And in the energy form, which is up here, some of you may not be able to see it, some of you can, but not really over the camera. And these are like bubbles, and there's only those, but this charges up to those, and it's like bubbles, and instead of them going into them, it pops and turns into air and goes into it.
And what is this that you've created in the center of the grid?
It's called, let me just catch my breath. It's called the, it's kind of hard to pronounce. It's called the Energizable Power Bird. So, and I also activated it with this wand. It sends signals to them to like wake up like your alarm clock. So,
and that's a selenite wand.
Yep.
And this grid that you've made, this, what did you call it again? Energizing Power Bird?
Energizable.
Energizable Power Bird. Okay, so that's got a lot of Lemurian points I see. We've got rose quartz in the center and some other amethyst, as well as a nice little kyanite piece there at the very bottom of it. And what does the Energizable Power Bird do?
Well, one of the reasons is to make it feel so good that you actually start to fall asleep. And actually, Jazzy was actually a good example on that. But I have a feeling that she just woke up because she doesn't like to be on camera.
And Jazzy is our dog.
Yes.
Important to clarify that.
Yeah.
And what is this particular crystal you've got underneath the light box here? That looks like a really nice quartz point.
Oh, well, that's the rock that sucks up the energy.
The one underneath the light box?
Yeah. Oh,
No, that's the kyanite.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. What's that crystal about?
This is the main rock. It is the one that powers these rocks. This one just awakes it. This one powers it.
And what can you tell me about that crystal that powers it?
Well, it has a lot of love in it from a special friend of mine named Michael. He passed away a year ago.
Well, it's been more than a year, buddy, but okay. I know, it just feels like yesterday, though, doesn't it?
It does.
And tell me what's significant about Michael's crystal. Why did you choose that one?
It has a lot of love in it, and it has a lot of energy from him in it.
And that's what powers this grid?
The love.
Awesome.
Because love.
Perfect.
it's more than just called the Energizable Power Bird. It's also called the Love Grid.
The Love Grid. Ooh, I'm liking that. Well, you have certainly been a big hit today. I can tell you that the people that came over for class today who saw your grid were absolutely amazed with it. And they felt a lot of really cool vibes coming off of it. So, nicely done. Any other words you want to mention about your love grid?
Well, yes, actually. Well, the energy flows to this rock to the heart. And you know how a heart pumps blood?
Mm-hmm.
This is like the blood of this heart, and it pumps throughout the crystal grid. And that green rock down there, it sucks up all that energy. And unlike most of my crystal grids, you could stay connected to it forever.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I find that kind of interesting that you chose kyanite to put at the end, because kyanite is a crystal, a stone that sucks up negativity. Very interesting.
Well, I actually reversed that and made it suck up happy energy.
You did?
Yeah. This is all happy love energy. It sucks up into that so it could go further. It could turn into a shield around this one person. It could shield around the house. And if you tune it correctly with this, I don't exactly know how to tune it correctly. They're not telling me how.
Who's they?
Huh?
Who's they?
These.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Thank you for the clarification, Crystal Gridmaster.
No problem. Okay.
So you don't know how to tune it correctly because the crystals are not telling you yet.
Well, actually, they don't know how. So, if they did, they tell me that they would, but they're not telling me because they don't know how. They know how to tune it for like enough of a house, but tuned correctly, it could go over the biggest city in the world or the universe, in fact. But you see, no one could crack the code.
Well, that can happen sometimes. Well, I have really enjoyed you sharing the love grid with me, and I can't wait to see what you create next.
Oh, and also, that rock also has a roll.
It does?
Yep. I bet you guys didn't do that. Well, this turns into a shield, but if you want a bigger shield, like to cover the house, this only fits for a person. So like when you pick it up and put it like in your pocket, or maybe turn it into a necklace, then it keeps kind of like a real heart pumps love energy into you. I'm gonna let this charge while I explain that. It won't be long, but this, like, I should have brought this out. Like, you put this, and all you need is like a simple tap, like all around it. And then it doesn't shoot out from the top, it actually shoots out from the side, and it doesn't like create a shield, it actually creates an air shield. Like it goes out air, it cleans up the negativity like a person sweeping up with a broom. Nice. Yes.
Could it clean your room like that?
No.
Ugh, bummer. When are you going to make the clean your bedroom grid?
When I'm 100 years old.
Probably so. All right. Well, thank you so much. I really, really have enjoyed your explanation of your grid. I love that you put Michael's crystal in with it. And I can't wait to see what happens next.
And also, I also wanted to show you guys this. I put the energy, the love in there, so when I put it on this, it looks cool.
Love is cool, isn't it?
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Crystal Grid Maker. Happy that you have added a new creation onto your video montage.
Yep. See me on crystalgreenmaker.com.